powerful. So right now, what we're going to do is basically start this training from right now, because it's basically, it's a few, it's going to be a full hour long, might be a little bit longer than an hour, but I wanted to make sure that this training is something that you have in your arsenal of everything that you're listening to, because everything that obviously that we do all in these days is basically trying to build our business to a better, and to really better our family and everything else that we're doing, right? So starting your Vida Divina business is important. And it's important in many, many ways. And the way we do things is it's important also. So I want to give you 10 points in how to really start your business in the right way. And I think if you learn these 10 points and you work at these 10 points, your business not only will launch faster. If you have not launched your business yet, for example, if you have a year here, or you have a 6 months here, if you have not started yet, and you start these 10 things, you're gonna change just per your perspective in how do you do the business very quickly. So take notes. Just take notes in everything that we're going to do, everything that we're going to say. And then from there, practice what we're preaching, basically, and what we're saying, because you're going to be fantastic in everything else. Okay. So we're going to start. And, one of the things that I like to do is start with whatever I always talk about is basically a decision. Every successful leader in this company once had exactly what you have today. The leaders, sometimes some were dirt poor, some of them were living in government housing, some of them were doing just in bad neighborhoods and bad areas and not eating and everything else. But what changed them was one decision, one dream, one opportunity. Nothing more than everything else, but the biggest organizations, the biggest earners in this company, the biggest leaders in this company, all began with one person making a commitment to what they're about to do and what they're doing from here on. So to me, that is important in everything that we're doing. It is about learning how to build completely a different life. Because Vida Divina isn't just about business. It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle that can take any ordinary person to an extraordinary future and an extraordinary life. Not perfectly. It's not something that's be perfect. He goes, but it's just the correct way to doing it. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to start your business the right way. Like I said, again, maybe not perfectly, but correctly. Because momentum beats perfection every single time everybody does this. Repeat that. Put that on your notes. Momentum beats perfection every single time as you're building your business. Okay? That is very, very important. So just imagine that. Now, number one, your why. Why is your why important to you? Why is your why your reason? Your why can be your reason. Your why can be, anything that propels you to go forward. You need a why, basically, with anything that you're trying to do. It's like you need a why to be the best sportsman in football. You need your why to be your best, athlete. You need to have a why to be your best businessman or businesswoman, within your industry. It's just, you need a why to make it happen. It's just that simple. Your reason must be bigger than your excuses. Just remember that. Most of you may have excuses every single time, but your reason, your why, must be bigger than all your excuses that you have. People don't quit because business is hard. People quit because their reasons wasn't strong enough. Money is a goal. Freedom is a purpose. Ask yourself, why am I here? Write that down. Ask yourself these questions. Why am I here? Why am I here in this business? Why do I want more in my life? Why am I, excuse me, why am I willing to sacrifice time with my family, my kids, so I can build this business? Why will What will happen if I never change? That's another question you got to ask yourself. Put these questions down. Why am I here? Why do I want more? Why am I willing to sacrifice? What will happen if I never change? Paint the picture. I hope you understand this. Paint the pictures. Imagine no financial stress, maybe in your life would be fantastic. More family time in your future, being able to go wherever you want, vacations for your kids, vacations for your family, vacations wherever you want to go, you can go. Helping your parents, maybe paying off debt, living with a purpose. That vision, that vision of all these things can basically be your fuel to build your empire, build your business, build your future. So you got to make sure what do you need? Now, have everybody right now. I want you all to write down this. My why is, write it down. What is your why? Then I want you to read it silently to yourself. When life gets hard, don't remember the money. Remember this page. Remember these words. Remember who it is. Remember what you're building. Number 2, make a decision. Success begins with commitment, not excitement. Excitement fades. Commitment grows. Make a decision today. I will not quit. I will learn. I will improve. I will stay. See, the winners aren't the most talented. I've always told you guys this. They stayed longer when everybody else quit. That's all the difference is. Number 3, learn the products, what you're selling in your area. If you're in Europe, what products do you have? What products can you get on your cart? Just look at what your cart has. If you're in Latin America, if you are in in Africa, if you are in Asia, what's in your cart? Learn those products. Use your products. Make sure you're a product of the product. Believe in them. Know the stories of people using them. Know the ingredients if you can. I mean, you don't have to know them all, but little by little, you'll be learning at least the key ingredients of every product. Never exaggerate what they can do. Never promise outcomes. Never say this cures. Never say this can fix whatever you have. Never say this is that. See, the moment you become a doctor and you start talking about products to fix their illnesses, one thing is going to happen. You will lose those people. Number 1, you'll lose them because if it didn't help them completely, they think it did not work, even though they may have results with other things. That's why I never mention any disease when I'm talking about the products. Let them figure it out themselves. Let them try it and let them feel good. See, well, basically what I tell people is try this. You're going to be happy. Try this. This will make you feel good. Try this. It's going to make you better. But I don't tell them results. Now, if their sugar levels dropped, if their, if results were just something incredible, then they're going to figure it out. If there's something minor, they're still going to say, this helped. It didn't fix it, but it helped. So people that promise results or tell people like it's medicine, like basically speak about products like medicine, they lose. They'll lose their people when it didn't work out the way they wanted to. Just remember that. Share your experiences honestly and focus on general wellness, lifestyle improvements, and customer satisfaction rather than claiming that your product diagnoses, treats, cures, and prevents diseases. It's just that simple. People don't buy products. People buy confidence. Remember that. Okay. Number 4, make your first list. What's your first list? Your business begins with names, not strangers, not social media, names. Write everyone that you know down on a piece of paper. Everyone. And I'm going to tell you what to do with these names. But write every single one of these names down. Your family members, every single one. He goes, your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers, former coworkers, church members, gym people that you go to the gym with, sports, alliances, sports friends that you have, school people that you know from your school, parents at your children's school, hairstylist, mechanic, I don't know, just everyone. The goal, put down 200 names on a piece of paper. Don't prejudge. Never decide for somebody else what they're going to do. But you're going to make 3 lists with these. All these 200 names, you're going to divide them. Make at least 200 names of everybody that you know. You're going to put friends and family on list 1. Okay? Friends and family. People that are close to you, friends and family. I call them your very warm list, extremely warm list. Okay. Why do I want this? Because these are the people you're not going to go out there and tell them you're recruiting, you're building, you're selling, because you don't want to lose these people. You don't want to be the one that they don't invite you to a barbecue no more. They don't invite you to a potluck no more. They don't invite you to a birthday party no more because you're the person selling stuff to the family, to the friends, right? I mean, I believe that your friends and family should be helping you, by the way, should be buying at least something, supporting you if they're friends and family. But it doesn't work out that way. The majority of the people, there's the exceptions to the rule, but the majority of those friends and family will lock you out. You don't want that. Okay, so build the list of friends and family. Next, acquaintances that you know by name, but they're not really your friends. I mean, you know them like the hairdresser, you talk to them, you chat with them, you speak with them, but you know them because you know them in public. They'll say hi to them and everything else, but you really don't know them. You know what I mean? So write these warm lists down. Put those down. Separate that. That's the second list. The third list is the people you're afraid of talking about business to. Who are those? The business that you're afraid of talking about business to, like people like doctors, maybe business geniuses that you have within your organizations, people that have advanced tremendously. Okay, and then make a list. The fourth list is prospects. As you're prospecting, you're going to be making a list of new people that you don't know that is coming in. Okay, this is your warm list has 3 lists. The extremely warm, lukewarm, and just regular warm, like just like almost cold, but it's just, those are the 3. Okay. From there, the people that are cold, that you don't know, the people that you never know, you're going to be prospecting them person to person every single day as you're going looking for your 25 no's, whatever. Those are the 4th list. Okay. You guys got that? So these 4 lists. I want the first list. The very warm, the very hot list, the one that your friends and family, the people you love. What are you going to do with them? That list, you're going to invite them into I call them a red ribbon opening of your business. You're not going to sell nothing. It's just a red ribbon opening, grand opening of your business. So you put your products down on a table, you cover it up with a black tablecloth or a tablecloth, and you put a red ribbon around it. Just leave it there. Invite everybody out, everybody over. Since it's your warm list, invite them over for soup, some meal, whatever. It doesn't have to be something expensive, just something. Invite them over. And then once everybody's there, just say, ring the cup, with a spoon, ding, 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 ding. Attention. He goes, I invited all you here for this grand opening of my business. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here I just want you guys here because you are the people that I love, I respect. You're the people that I admire. You're the people that I want to see get better through my business. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to help all of you change your lifestyle little by little. I don't ask you to support me. I'm not asking you to buy from me. I'm not asking you for nothing. All I'm telling you is that just wish me well, pray for me, and and just bless this business as it's going to go forward. Just that's all you have to say. Cut the ribbon, open up, take off the tablecloth. They can see the products that you have, and don't say no more. Don't sell nothing. Don't say nothing more. He goes, okay, thank you very much. Everybody eat. That's it. Just have a meal. Let's go. Let's go eat. And don't say nothing. There's going to be people in your family approaching you. So what's this about? They're going to be picking up the products, reading the back. What's this about? He goes, no, no, nothing. Because I didn't bring you to buy or to sell to you. So I don't want to even deal with that. I just wanted you here because it's important for you to be here with me today. That's it. Keep the curiosity open. Don't explain nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't tell them what the products do. Don't say nothing at all. I hope you understand what I'm telling you. Nothing at all. And when you act this way, the beauty to all that is that they're going to be looking stuff up. They're going to be looking for things on the internet. They're going to be looking to see what that product is, what you're doing, everything else. Nothing else. And then one or two are going to come up to you, going to say, just tell me, because I really am interested in this coffee. I'm interested in this. I goes, no, 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 no. Look, I don't want to lose your friendship. I don't want to lose nothing. I don't want to sell to anybody that's in my family and friends. That's not me. I don't want to lose you at all. I don't want later on that you tell me that I sold you or whatever. And he goes, that's not me. I just want you here. I just want you to hug me, pray for me, do what you need to do. Like, just be here for me. That's all I need. I want to see you smile that I'm doing a business. That's all. You keep it that way. And they're going to keep bugging you. And, at the end, there might be one uncle or something that's going to say, you know what? I'm already, looking at this. I'm interested. I want to do this. He goes, yeah, I want to do this with you. He goes, look, uncle, just remember this. I don't want you in the future to say it's my fault if you didn't have success. I'm the one risking myself right now in my business. He goes, I don't want to risk anybody else. But he goes, but if you're that interested, we'll talk later. We'll talk later. But just remember, I'm not recruiting you. I am not bringing you in. I am not doing this. That's all you do. Just keep it interesting. Just keep it like that. And then you sit them down one by one afterwards, the ones that were interested. Okay? Later, afterwards. And the reason you do this is because those people that are interested, they're going to join the business. And there's usually a few of them within your family and friends. But now, at least, if they failed, they're not blaming you. They're not going to say, you're the scumbag that made me lose all this money. They're not going to do that. Some of them are going to have extreme success. They're going to be, you're my hero. It all depends on who that family member is and what their ambitions are. So you got to remember that. Okay. So it's just that simple, basically. The second list, I want you to bring them in for a home party where you're going to talk about just the products, not the business. Not the business. You got that? Not the business. You're going to bring them in for a home party, for a coffee party. You're going to say, we're going to have some coffee all together. Come over. We're going to have coffee at my house, some cookies. Just sit around. And he goes in, and there were going to be some games and stuff like that. So come on, let's just have fun. Have a home party. So in a home party, you don't talk about the business. It's not a business opportunity meeting. It's a home party, and people leave buying product. Just remember Avon, Mary Kay, a Princess House, a lot of these home party businesses. Just remember that home party is not meant to build a business. It's built to build clientele. And then after that, you filter them through the 5 steps to success that obviously most of you know already. If you don't, look it up or read the book, The MLM Guru. He goes, you'll see what the 5 steps are. It's very, very important after that. Okay. The third list, the people you're afraid of. Okay. Those I want you to invite this way. And those are, you're going to invite them on a one-to-one basis. Just one-to-one. You're going to say, like, just imagine it's your Uncle John, that he's a doctor, and you're in, like, he thinks he's the biggest, success story of your family or whatever it is. And, anything that you do looks, because he knows your past. He knows all the dumb things you've done. He knows all the ridiculous things that you've been stuck in and all that stuff. So everybody laughed at you and all that stuff. Okay. If you're looking at the English book, it's just mlmguru.com. Just look for it there. mlmguru.com. Okay. The Spanish one also, or in your back office if you're in Vida Divina. Okay. So look at that. Everywhere, everything that you do is just simple. Okay. You're going to invite that person. You're going to come over and you're going to say, "Hey, look, Uncle John, you know that I admire you." So you got to edify him first. Build him up. Build his ego up. Okay? So you're going to go, "Uncle John, I know, you know what, you know that, I'm your fan. You're the best business person I've ever met. You're the most successful person I've ever seen in my family. You or my friends. You're the person that I admire. I talk about you all the time. I really think that I wish I was you in some time in my life. Build them up. Then you say this: I have a friend. And you can talk about any of the leaders above you, below you, anybody. Just use a person, pick a person. Doesn't matter who it is. And you're going to edify that person. He goes, I have a friend who's building a business all through Europe, through the United States, through Africa, through Asia. He's phenomenal guy, just selling all around the world. We had a conversation the other day, and I talked about you, Doc. I talked about you and how I respect you and how I thought you're one of the best, business persons I've ever met in my life. Now, let's just say I'm talking about, Marlene, who just popped up a little while ago. Marlene, basically, he goes, Marlene is a person that has been growing the business. She's all over California, all over the world. She has people in Asia, the business is growing everywhere. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is this. I told her so much about you, Uncle John, that she wants to meet you. Could you do me the favor? Because she's only here in this area for the next day, and she has very limited time. But can you give her 15 minutes of your time just to come and say hi to you? That's all, because I edified you so much that she wants to meet you. Would that be cool? What do you think your Uncle John's going to say? Yeah, 100%. So, Uncle John, if you were the one talking about the business, he's not going to believe you. He's going to laugh at you. Why? Because he knows all your dumb stuff that you've done through your whole life. All the errors, all the dumb things. People laugh at you at the family get-togethers. And then when they remember your past and they talk about your past and they're talking about everything that you did that was hilarious and at some time it was not only hilarious, but it was spooky at times. It was embarrassing. you know. Now that's all they know you by. So they're not going to believe in you for business. So what you do is you edify like Marlene. And when Marlene comes, she's going to talk about the business, just the business and what we're doing around the business and what the products are. I give you 82% that the doctor's going to be interested. 82% that anybody listen to because you edified him, you edified her, and she's coming in. She's coming in as a worldwide business owner, which every single one of you are. It is true because the business is in 58 countries right now. So we're building a business in 58 countries. You are building your organization. You are building. Now you talk about her, you edify her. Basically, you edify Marilyn. Dr. John is going to love to talk to her. All she has to do is just talk about the business. She comes in dressed to success, dressed for success. And she comes in perfectly and she just sits down and talks to him. That's all it is. And guess what? I bet you he'll sign. That's how I do it. I edify somebody else that doesn't know me, that he doesn't know, and I bring that person in. And I don't care if it's my downline or upline. Okay? Because I've done it with my downline all the time. They don't know what a diamond is or what a double diamond is. They wouldn't know what a gold member is. Nothing. They wouldn't know. So it doesn't really matter who you edify. Just edify the person as builder of a business worldwide. That's all it is. And it's fact. It's true. You're not lying to them. So that's pretty cool. Okay? And when you do that, when you talk to them, since you edify both of them so much, the doctor is going to be happy to talk to her. and he's going to be listening to her when what she's saying because you edified her so well that he respects her automatically. There's a respect for Marlene at that moment in time. See what I'm saying? Okay. And then obviously your other list is your cold list that obviously that you're going to go prospecting every day and you're going to be building with people that you sell to. And you're going to be following up with that list. Okay. It's just that simple. Okay. So that's number 4. Now, number 5, learn to invite is an important part of the business and learning to invite. Invitation changes everything. Keep it simple. Like, let me give you an example. I found something exciting I want you to look at. I found something exciting that is just blowing my mind and I need your advice. I found something exciting. Just use that in front of whatever you're talking about. With a smile, with enthusiasm. That's all you have to say. Second thing I would say is like, I love your opinion on this because I believe in you and what you, in the success levels that you've had. And, I admire you. So I would love your opinion on this. You're not trying to recruit them. You're trying to get their opinion. Okay. The other thing you can say, I think this might interest you. Those are powerful words. I think this may interest you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I think this might interest you. Okay. You're writing these down? This is what I use. This is how I talk to people. So I hope you're writing it down. You don't, you look, or the next one I use all the time is like, I'm working on something new. And then you can mix and match them. For example, I'm working on something new. I would love your opinion on what I'm doing. Because literally, I found something that was exciting. See, I mixed them. I think it may interest you. See what I'm saying? All those are hooks. All those will get people excited. Now, here's a trick when they're asking questions. Don't explain nothing. Just keep it basic. Don't name names. Don't say company name. Don't say product names. Nothing. Because what is it? It's a business of coffee, building coffee and tea. You know how coffee and tea sells everywhere. You know how great Starbucks is. You know how great everything else. So I'm very interested in this. Remember, information kills curiosity. So don't say or give information. Keep people curious if you want them to listen to what you have. Your job is not to convince no one. Remember, I always say that. You're not here. I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm here to find the right person who wants to do it. Your job basically is to invite. That's all it is. Okay? Number 6, learn to show the opportunity. Use the tools, videos if you have them. Just videos that you made, your leaders made, your upline made. Presentation. Zoom meetings, like, the Imparables all throughout the week. You have the English meeting on Thursdays also, and this one here. Hotel meetings, home meetings, 3-way calls with leadership. I want you to note something. When you're new, don't become the presentation. Become the connector. Just become the connector. The system does the selling itself. All you do is connect people with the system. So number 6 is show the opportunity. If you're paying attention. Okay. Number 7, follow up like a professional. Not like a hobbyist, like a professional. Most people say no. And they're going to say no all the time. Because it's not the right time for them, maybe. It happens all the time. Not because the opportunity is wrong or the products are wrong or it's not for them. But if you learn to follow up with people again, again, and again, professionally, like a friend. And when I follow up with people that I know, for example, I don't follow up and say, don't you want to try it again? Try to sell it to it. No, I don't even say that. It's like, man, I had success. You know what? This week we have 13 people, new people, buying the product. I don't say you have to buy the product. I have 13 new people buying the product and they're having phenomenal results. Just my business is so exciting right now. Simple. I was talking about third party. I don't talk about him respectfully in that conversation. He goes, and especially when he comes in, he goes, "Hey, why are you smiling?" You tell him because you come in smiling. Oh man, he goes, I just had this ridiculous. He goes, a person that came up to me and they want not just to buy one coffee, they bought all the coffees. I mean, it's just, I've never seen how much people love this stuff. See, just leave it as that. Just change the conversation at that point. Keep the hooks coming. That's all. That's all you do. So when you follow up professionally, you don't follow up asking them, why are you drinking the product? Why are you ever going to drink the product? No, you talk about interest. People that are interested in the product, not them, somebody else. And that's it. You don't sell it. You don't oversell it. Just leave it like that. Okay. That's what I do. People buy when they're ready, but you can nudge them by letting people know that other people are enjoying, other people are doing. People hate to be left out. People hate to be the ones left out of the business, left out of the products, left out of the results, left out. Why all these diets, that they become like, I don't know, like, the Atkins diet that came once in a long time ago. And then there was the protein diet. And then there was, the all meat diet. And then there was, why they got a lot of fame? You know why people started doing these things? Not because they had results, not because they worked, because people were afraid to get left out when other people were doing it. And so many people were doing it, they didn't want to be the ones left out. See, nobody told them, you have to do the diet. This is, no, they just keep hearing people using it. They're like, man, I want to do it. That's all it is. Curiosity. That's all it is. So the same thing we do with the business. So you got that? So the more you do that with the business, the bigger you become very quickly, because they're making their own decisions to join you and asking you for the information. You're not pushing the information on them. You got that? Really? That's all it is. Okay. Just remember that. And that's the way, you see, what I'm telling you is how I do the business. Okay. This is the way, this is the reason I recruit so many people, daily basis, recruit a lot of people, bring a lot of people into the business. This is why I build the way I build. Okay. The same reason. In my last organization, I put almost 9,000 people direct to me that were active, not counting the ones that came in and left. 9,000 direct active people. Okay, a little under. It wasn't 9,000 exactly. It was under that. Okay, but it was very close. How that happened? By doing this. I don't sell to people. I make them curious. They want to do it themselves. Number 8, become consistent in what you do. Daily activity wins, not occasional activities, daily activities. Create a daily method of operations. Make a list of everything that you have to do on a daily basis of operations. What is what you're building for your business? So it's like if you had an employee, what are the checklists that they need to do along the way? What is their checklist? This is what you need to understand these things, because if you build this checklist of yourself, you're going to have, I call them your daily activities, your checklist of your daily activities. That's exactly what's going to build your business. Now, what is your daily activities? Number 1, listen to a company call. Okay. Company call is very, very important. It's what it keeps you. Number 2, like I'm saying, company call. The next thing, always get the information from the company. Go to the Facebook page, Vida Divina HQ. Okay. And read anything that was posted that day or the day before that you haven't seen. Just take a look at the information. See, Vida Divina uses Facebook as a news source for you. Okay. So you have access to it. You don't have to be a Facebook member because you go like, I don't have Facebook. I don't like just get it. Just sign up for it. You don't have to tell your friends. You don't even have to put your picture up. Just enough so you can read you just read the page basically. Get the information. Don't wait for somebody else to tell you the information. Get the information direct from the company. Okay. That is the best way. Okay. Uh, what's the next thing on your list? Contact 10 people daily at the very minimum. 10 people from your lists, from those 4 lists. Okay. 10 people. If that's on your 4th list, to get 10 sales at least. Okay. Of all the no's that you get every day. Present at least to 2 people your business, or share the presentation tool or video, or invite them to the call, the English call or the Spanish call or whatever it is. Okay. Next, follow up with 5 people at the very minimum. 5 people. This is daily. This is daily habits, daily things that you need to do. Next, the most important one, help at least one of your team members do something positive that day for their business. Take them to go prospecting, take them or to do a sell, help them, just talk about the product with one person. To help at least one team member a day, at least one. See, this is your daily method of operations. This is your checklist. That's all you need. And if you do this consistently, consistency beats intensity every single time. Okay. Number 9, duplicate yourself. Create leaders create pillars within your organization. Your business grows when others succeed. With others, it starts succeeding. That's when your business starts growing. Don't teach perfection. That's one of the biggest errors people make. They're trying to teach people to be perfect before they start. And don't teach perfection. Teach action. Tell them to go and learn along the way. It's like driving a car. Okay? When you're driving a car and you're learning to drive a car, you can't learn to drive a car just by reading a book and then jump in and you're perfect. No, you got to go in and you got to practice driving until you get it right. Same thing with your business. So you teach action because you're going to learn from actions. Help your new business partner make their list, invite people, attend meetings, attend their home meeting. Do a home party for them, and you're the one doing the presentation of the products. Then repeat. Duplication creates freedom. Complication destroys growth. So I'd rather be duplicating than complicating things. You guys got that? Fantastic. Number 10, have a mindset of a champion. You will hear, no, maybe, later, I'm busy. Or is that a pyramid? I don't have money. That's normal. Every successful entrepreneur has heard no. Just remember, rejection isn't personal. It's part of the process. Every no moves you closer to finding that yes. Develop resilience within yourself. Celebrate activity. That's the reason I tell you, go look for 25 to 100 no's every day because you get used to it. Celebrate activity. When people go out there and look for no's, they go, oh, I got no's. Everybody said no to me. You go, you know what? Congratulations. That's exactly what you need to do. That's good. Go find no's every day. Eventually, there's going to be a yes. See what I'm saying? Instead of going, oh, you didn't find nobody. Nobody said yes. You make them feel even worse. No. He goes, no. He goes, nobody said yes to me. Everybody said no. That's great. That's exactly what we're looking for. See? Change their mindset. That's all you got to do. See? So celebrate the activities. When people are going like, I got no, celebrate because you did fantastic. Keep going for it. Eventually, people are going to start saying yes. That's exactly what we went through every day. So you got to measure effort before results. That's all it is. So imagine that. Okay. Remember, duplication creates freedom. Complication destroys growth. Okay. Somebody just asked for that. So those are the 10 things that I want you to think about as you're building your business. Now, let me give you a first 30-day action plan. So write that down or turn the page and write on the very top, my first 30-day action plan. My first 30-day action plan. But I want to challenge you. And I want to challenge every single one of you who are here to commit to these things. Okay? Action plan. And you're going to commit to it every single day for the next 30 days. First thing, we'll call it A. Use product consistently. Use the products. Become product of the product. Talk about the products that you use and you liked. Don't talk about something you're not using, you don't know about, nothing. Talk about what you're using. B, create a list of at least 200 contacts. You're gonna divide them into your 4 lists. Okay, actually 3 lists. The 4th one you're gonna be building by going out there and prospecting every day. You're looking for those 25 to 100 no's every day. Invite people every day to use the products, to the business opportunity, to the home meeting, to the Zoom somewhere. Invite people every day. D, attend every company event and training. Don't miss a company event. You'd be surprised how powerful they are to build your growth. And if you take people from your downline with you, you're going to have growth. It's an investment for growth. You know how many companies, I'm talking about Forbes 500 companies, have events and they have their employees show up. They have their employees buy their own ticket for their convention and with their own money. And the reason they do that, they don't give it to them because if they just give it to them, they're going to show up, but they don't really care. But if they paid for it, they care. They want to get their money back somehow. And when they go to these events and they have speakers and everything else, they come out motivated. They come bringing sales into the company. They build the company even stronger. Same thing goes for your business. Do not miss attending a company event or training. Do not miss it. It is so important for the mindset of every single person who is here. Okay? E, letter E. Follow up consistently with everybody who said, with everyone that was on your list, everyone that on your 4th list that bought your product consistently. Keep coming back, keep coming back. Don't try to sell to the people, just don't try to sell them the business to the people that you sold them product to. Just keep them in the loop, upsell them with other products so they combine it with them. And then when they're very interested, that's when you ask them, hey, are you interested in the business? You're not interested. And you're interested in knowing what I do because I think you can make some money. If you're not interested, it's cool. But I think, I've of all the people that I've seen that use the product, with the people that and how your results are, I think you can make some money pretty well. If you're interested, let me know. That's it. Don't tell them what it is. They're going to come back. Curiosity killed the cat. Remember that. Okay? F, stay connected with your upline. Stay connected with the company, like on Vida Divina HQ on Facebook. Stay connected with the news of what's going on. It's important. If you want to become a leader that actually makes money in the business, you need to be the one with the information first. So stay connected. G, read at least, read positive messages throughout the day. That's all I want you to do. And as a matter of fact, not even read. I want you to mentor positive messages to people in your organization. Just be the positive one. Like you call people up and says, "Hey, Julia, you know what? Just keep going what you're doing. I love what you're doing. I love how your hair was, and how you're smiling and how you're building. Just keep it positive, keep it moving. I think you're fantastic." That's all you got to do. Just motivate. Motivate people. Okay? H, help one new person at the very least get started. Teach them the back office, teach them how to build, how to buy product on their back office, how to, what they need to do, give them the 5 steps to success, do all that stuff. Okay? Help them get started. Tell them all these 10 things I just told you right now, these 10 ways, the 10 things that you need to get started. I never miss never miss 2 consecutive days of activities. Don't go, you may miss one because something happened. Don't go 2 days or more without the activity from this list, from this 30-day action plan. Now, small daily actions create extraordinary long-term results. So here's the deal. 5 years from now, you will meet the person you could have become. The question is, will that person thank you or wonder why you gave up? One day, your children may ask, what did you do when you had the chance? What would your answer be? Will you tell them, I was afraid? Would you tell them, I just threw the towel, it was too hard? I didn't want to lose my time with you, so I didn't do it? Are you going to give them the excuse that most people do is like, because I was your mother or because I was your father, I'd rather spend some time with you, so I decided not to have success so you couldn't enjoy your future? Would you say, I thought I needed to know more, so I never did it, never started, I thought I couldn't? Or will you say, I believed before I could see. I worked when no one else was watching. I kept going when it was difficult. I built something that changed our family's future, and I'm still am to this moment in time. I'm somebody who broke the circle of your grandfather, your great grandfathers, and your great great grandfather's struggles. I didn't want you to live through those same circles that I had to live through, the cycles. I'm someone who chose courage over comfort. Those are the answers people are looking for. Why not you? Why not today? You don't need to be the smartest person in this room, in this Zoom. You don't need perfect English or even perfect Spanish, or whatever. I just learned to speak Spanish doing meetings in Spanish. Don't think I'm fluent in Spanish. I'm working my best and I still make a lot of errors. I've been correcting my Spanish. The last 10 years, I've learned to speak Spanish fluently, little by little, making mistakes, not being afraid to speak. Some people think I'm native to the language. No, I'm not. English is my first language. I think my only language. Now Spanish is coming in and I'm learning it because of the business. I was forced into it. I'm forced to do trainings. I'm forced to do a lot of different things. I'm learning to say words that I never knew existed in my life, even to the day. I still do. I'm still learning every single day, new word here and there. That's what it's about. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need perfect confidence. You don't need, the only thing that you do need is to make a decision to begin, because years from now, people won't remember how nervous you were. People won't never remember how bad your first meetings were or the errors that you made. But they'll remember that you had the courage to start. Somewhere in your future, someone's life is waiting for your decision. Just remember that. Somewhere in your future, somebody is living and somebody's life is waiting for your decision so they can change theirs. A customer whose life will improve because you shared a product. A teammate, a business partner who will discover confidence because you invited them. That's what it is. You're going to have a family that will experience financial hope because you refuse to quit. Your future organization, your future leaders, your future customers, they all exist today. They're just waiting for you. You just have not met, they have not met you yet. So when you leave this Zoom, don't leave with motivation alone. Don't just listen to my words and absorb it and just throw it in the back of the car and just, that was an awesome call or whatever it is. Leave with commitment. Leave with action. Leave with urgency. Because the life you've been praying for every single day to God is waiting on the other side of the work you're willing to do. So stand tall. Believe bigger than your fears. Dream bigger than your doubts. And build something extraordinary that one day, your family will say, everything changed because you made one decision. So every single one of you who are here, make that decision. Change your life, change your family life forever. Vida Divina is not just a company, it's a vehicle. It's a vehicle to improve your life forever. Take that for account. I appreciate everybody who's on the call. I appreciate all of you, single one of you who are here today. I hope the call that you received today